Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to our first explanation video. My name is Hubert, and today we'll go through a very interesting questions. It's called Sudoku. It's just called Sudoku. And this kind of games is one of my favorite math games. I usually play them on the flight. And then we will have look at two special of them. For Sudoku, we know that we should fill in the seven numbers in each row and each column, and sometimes even in each block. And we need to make sure that for each block, each row, and each column, each number will only appear once. So let's look at how we can do that, and we can apply some special strategy here. So for the first one, it's just a little bit different from the normal kind we have made before. So for the normal kind, we will know that it's a 9 times 9 square, and it will be divided into 9 blocks. But now we only have 6 blocks. Sometimes it makes it easier. Means for each row, each column, and each block, we are going to fill 1 to 6 in it. And then we should start from. We should try to get as much as more. We should get uh, the information as much as possible. So now let's start. Basically, how we'll do that. We can check within the block, and then we can check within the column and block, or the row and block. So for example, now we look at, so here in the first column we got a 2 here, and in the second column we got 2 here, and in the third column we got 2 here, and fourth column 2, and sixth columns 2. We found out, yeah, only the fifth column there's no 2 here, and we can put a 2 in these two places. But in which place? And we can just check. For these two places, is any other place have? For these two places here, will it conflict with its block or the row? And we find out if we are going to put it here. If we're going to put it here, it will conflict with a row, and it will also conflict with block. So it cannot be the 2 here and then 2 will just be here. This is we got 2 here, and this is 2, and what will be this place? What the place above? There are only one number left, which is 5. So 5 is here. And now we can focus on the 3 blocks on the right. We find out here we got a 5. Here we got a 5. So it means in the third row, in the fourth column, we should have a 5 as well. But as the block on the top and block in the medium, they also already have a 5 here, so the 5 must be put here. The 5 must be put here. And then we can also find out that this place here, this place, my mouse is wrong, moving, this can only be a 6. And now this is 6. This is 6. So in the first block and in the fourth row, in the fourth column, there will be a 6 here. So this is 6 as well. And we can also find out this is 3. And with this way, we find out, the 6th column is already we have already completed most of the number here. So now let's see it. Let's see what will be here. And we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So it must be a 4. So 4, can get a 4 here, and this is 1. This is 1 we have complete. We have completed all the 3 columns on the right. So now we check. So we still check for each part. It only have one empty square. We find out for the second row, for the fourth row, and for the sixth row, they only have one block left. So for the second one, this will be a 1 here, and this will be a 4, and this will be a 6. And then we find out for the block on the left bottom corner, we only have a 4 left here, so 4 is okay. And this is 4, this is 4. So for the first row, we must have a 4. And this 4 must be in the first block, in the left up corner block. Otherwise, it will conflict with the second block and here. And then we find this will be 6. So now this must be a 1 because for this row, for the third column, we only have a 1 left, and now the last place is already found. So this is 6 here, and this is how we get an answer. We usually start from one information and check it from the block, from the row, from column to get an answer. So this is for the first one. First one is just a normal kind of Sudoku, but while there's also another kind of popular one, which is called a Kankan Sudoku. And for Kankan Sudoku, we find it's much more complex than other guys. We find out this square has been divided into several pieces, and we are going to fill in 1 to 4 in each row and in each column. At the same time, did you find out for these small parts, we have a number and a sign on the left up corner. What does it mean? So for this kind of new things, usually we need to read the question carefully. We got it say that the number and sign in the upper left corner represent the sum of or product of each part. So for example, if we got a 4 times here, the 4 times, what does it mean? The 4 times, it just means the product of these two boxes will equals the 4. The product of these two boxes will equals 4. So it just provide an operation for us. And then let's see. Usually, for this kind of thing, we also start from the easier one. Which part are easy? The easier one is just now we are going to put all the. Did you find that? For each corner, this number is we only have a number here. No operation means we have a 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, and 4 here. And then the following part is just asking us to find out the factors of each one. Just like if we look at the 4 times, how can we get a 4 with a multiplication among 1, 2, 3, 4? It's only okay to have a 1 to 4, or 1 times 4, right? And 1 and 4, which is above, which is below. This, we must put a 4 on the bottom part. We must put a 4 on the bottom part. Why? Because here we already have a 1. If this is a 1, and this will conflict with the right bottom corner, so it's not okay. So this is a 1 and this is 4. And so we just look at its neighbor. 12. How can we get a 12? 3 times 4 equals 12. And as we already have a 4 in the last row, so it must be 3 on the bottom and 4 above. So this is how we get it. And then let's check it. So maybe we can look at a 4 plus on the left. How can we get a 4 from an addition? Can you think of it? Give you some time. 4, yeah, very good. It will equals 1 times 3. And for the 1 and 3, we should put which one above and which one below. For the 4, we should put which one above and which one below. We will have 1 above and 3 below. Otherwise, we will have a 2, 1 to become the adjacent squares. It's not okay. And then we find this is 3. And so for the third row, it's only have 1 number left. So this must be a 2. And 2 times what will equals 8? This is 4 already. We have got a 4 already. So now 8, we got a 6. 6 equals what times what? Equal 2 times 3. 2 times 3. But 3 must be put here. Do you know why? Which part should we check? I will just draw this part and let's see whether you have found it. Did you find the 3 here? The 3 is in the third column, so it means that this question mark cannot be a 3, so it can only be a 2 here. So this part we just got answer, and then For the 3 plus, we still it's okay for us to get it. It's 1 plus 2, and this is 2 here. We have a 1 here, and this is a 3 plus, and we have a 2 on the left. So that is everything. Okay, so that's everything for this explanation video. And if you still have questions, please just check it and feel free to ask me at any time.